And welcome back, guys, to another episode of Katawa Shoujo. In the last part, we met Lily, and she was drinking some tea, and we just got so infatuated that we had to sit down and drink that tea as well. And she's brought us to the library, and we've spotted someone we recognize sitting in several of the beanbags at the back of the library. It's the dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I had pegged her as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raised all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigued, floating slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself, as I would with anyone else. She is a classmate, after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my book beside it. The girl starts, looking scaredly up at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see that part of her face, at least a third, if not half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet with her own eyes. For a second, I'm shocked and divert my eyes to the book in her hand before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. It takes too many seconds to collect myself and remember when I walked up to her. "Hi, I'm new here, Hisao Nakai. We're in the same class." You know what? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. It's okay. The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whether it's okay or not for me to sit, but finally she nods just a little. "Oh, okay." I take the seat next to her, and she hides herself behind her book. Aw, she's really shy, and from what it looks like, that looks like a face burn. So, yeah, you could definitely, there's a lot of self-consciousness and stuff that goes along with that, that's for goddamn sure. But I'm sure we'll learn. She's probably shy. Let's just try to not rock the boat with her. That seems like the wrong approach to do. I take the seat next to her, and she hides herself behind her book. Life of Pi. Never heard of it. Really? I mean, I have to remember the schools in Japan, so I don't know if they ever they obviously they must have translated it to Japanese, but it probably isn't as popular as it is here in North America. So, sorry again for startling you. I'm Hisao. She looks up from her book, stalling a little before replying. I know. We are in the same class. Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it is barely audible, even in the still library. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako. I'm Hanako. I resist the urge to say, "That's a nice name," just to have something to say, but really, it's the only thing that I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other. And here I am being all bothered and fussed about this kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books, if you don't mind. She nods a little and sighs a little sigh of relief. Yeah, she doesn't particularly want to engage herself. So I try to read the covers and the introductions of the books I picked up, and she buries her face in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander to her direction, and I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. After all, I realize that she's doing the same, and only pretending to be immersed in Life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts around like a scared rabbit. Oh, my heart, my soul. Oh, jeez. When our gaze finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. She stands up forcefully from the beanbag and takes a deep breath. I... I've got to go do... I gotta go do something. Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Oh, Jesus. He tried, and I'm glad that we didn't, like, yell at her, because that would have been fucking terrible. Her hair-like takeoff catches me off guard, that I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she's nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you see, or notice a girl run past here? Maybe? What did she look like? Long, dark-haired, kinda shy. She had well, some scars on her face. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear, Yuko. Would you excuse me? I had better try and find her. Sure. I'll just hold on to these until you come back. What's going on? I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time. Right. I'll see you later then. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. What did we... I hope we didn't do something. I always feel really bad, especially when people are, like, really, really socially awkward or shy, is... like, it sort of puts you on edge, too, I find, because you're like, oh, now I'm feeling awkward because I don't want them to feel uncomfortable. There are so many situations where you get sort of put, whether it's, like you're working at a store, or it's the opposite way around with a customer. You're the customer, and that's the person, and you can clearly tell that they're either new, or they're not set in their ways just yet. But yeah, no. Like, it's probably the most difficult way to approach someone. I've always been a very outgoing guy, so to me, it's not a stretch to, like, reach out and say hi and just sort of be there. I try to be conscious of other people around me, but I'm not afraid to ask questions. I'm not afraid to, you know, go. And it's not even about being afraid, I want to say. I don't want to say that, because because there are probably people in my audience that aren't socially inept like I am, right? Or not inept. Adept that I am. There we go. Not inept, because that refers to the fact that I'm very bad at it. But I mean, I'm making YouTube videos, so there is that sense. But yeah, no, it's... I wish I knew the proper way to approach someone like that. Like, I have taken psychology classes and stuff like that, and there are definitely ways to do it, but at the same time, it's sort of around the fact that you just want them to feel comfortable, even though you can't provide that in your especially in your initial reaction. But anyway, Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuko. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What did you do? Nothing. I was just looking for some books, and then she got this fit and ran off. The most offending thing I can think of was that I might be looking in her general direction a few times. Well, she is a very timid girl. You have to be very careful around her. She can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not accustomed to talking with other people. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder. It's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just the norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casual only makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. Makes me smile, and she blushes heavily. What? Did that sound stupid? No, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Neither of us has anything to add, so Yuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. People who have papers on their desk really like doing that. I will admit, I like to play with my desk. Don't know why. Doesn't need to be played with. Monitor, perfectly centered. Gotta touch it. Other monitor, gotta touch it too. Oh look, my keyboard. Let me fix the keyboard, even though it doesn't need it. Trust me. Like, it pains me when I'm reading stuff like this that I feel like my mic is in the wrong position and I just want to touch it. But if I do that, then all hell breaks loose and you guys get the fright of someone fucking with the microphone. But I totally get that. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing, but I have to do it. I hope it's not too inconvenient for you. Oh, yeah, I want some books, but I left them over there because I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbags where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to the counter. Wow, you read a lot, don't you? I surprised myself with that too, honestly. At least when I really think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill the time. I couldn't do much else. I see. But she doesn't say anything else, and just checks out my books for me. I guess this is what they call tack. Holding the library books with one arm, I troll in my pockets for the key to the door. A sudden sound from behind startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying, or the key that I almost managed to get into the lock. Who is that? Yeah, of course it's Kenji. I turn around to see who is talking to me. It's Kenji. He seems to be in a friendlier mood, although the light glint off his glasses in the dark gives him a sinister look. Jesus Christ. It's just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously. Who is me? I don't know anyone called me. Are you some new guy again? His voice is suddenly straightened and quick. Yes, but we've met before, yesterday. I don't think so. I would remember someone who I met only yesterday. When was that? What day is it today? I try to ignore him. Is he joking or what? Prove that we've met before. You live across the hall. You're Kenji. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with uncomprehending fear. How do you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we have met, and you are telling the truth, and I just can't remember it, or you're a spy. He pauses. A psychic spy. His eyes dart around me, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to manic in less than a minute. I'm not psychic. How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader. Kenji points a finger in my face damningly. Unlike you! Jesus. Crazy roommate. Crazy spy stalker roommate. This is gonna be great. He's not a roommate, he's a hallmate. Dorm mate. I don't know. One of the two. Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room. Lies! If you think you can pass as Hisao because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is really, really slim. Maybe at a distance, but who do you think you're kidding? I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperatedly, I rub my eyes and let out a heavy sigh. Stay there. Kenji comes closer, one carefully step at a time. I stay still, lest he assault me physically, although I doubt he could do much damage even if he did. Oh wait, I see it now. Damn, it really is you. Sighing again, and then once again, for good measure, I step backwards just in case. What's up, man? You don't look too good, I think. Something wrong? I don't know. I just had something stupid happen to me. A few stupid things, actually. Even if you discount this one. Can't get a proper touch on other people here, and I have no idea if it's because of me or because of them. I don't know why I'm telling this to Kenji. It's not like we've had any contact either. That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all.
but you can never be too careful. It's the hard reality we live in.
I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us.
You see, this is how it is. This world, there's no justice. You see, even when I lose, I win, because I don't lose the lesson.
What does that even mean?
It doesn't matter.
He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand.
So what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face?
It's nothing. I just scared some girl off accidentally. Literally, too. She actually ran away from me. It was my fault, really, I think. I'm not really used to this yet.
A girl? A cute one?
Cute? That's a hard question. It has a nice body and really beautiful hair, but the face... Aw, dude, don't. No, man. I hope he's not that shallow. I guess it could go either way. She wasn't cute? No, she was cute. Like, first and foremost, it's only half her face. And remember, beauty's only skin deep. Wait, no. That's the wrong saying. No! Cut it! No, I can't cut. I said it. It's fine. But yes, she was cute. Yeah, cute, I guess.
I knew it!
There's a lot of cute
girls here. A strangely disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of this school. I tried to warn you, man. But did you listen?
I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets?
Yeah, dark secrets. Extremely dark. Like black hole. Have you noticed that the number of girls in this school is slightly but significantly higher than the number of boys? Like 60-40?
I mean, he's kind of not wrong. I've met... Okay, let's look at the guys that I've met. I've met Kenji and I've met Muto, my teacher. And then we've met Shizune, Misha, Lily, and Yuko, and Hanako. Holy shit. It's more like, for right now anyway, it's more like 2080. He turns his head to the left and stares off into the distance at once.
Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad, but that's a whole 20%. One would think that a school with such a huge pool of women would be a man's dream, but no. What I'm about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready?
I don't know where this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I am not ready. I only get as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing that he doesn't really care if my mind is blown or not.
I believe that this school is a battleground, the site of feminist infiltration.
Oh boy! Really? Did the music really just do that? The music, it just did a sinister, like, scary movie noise. Dramatic realization noise.
The disparity in the number of men to women is a clear sign of how far they have come. In case this Cold War turns hot, will have superiority in numbers. Just another skirmish in the eternal war against the forces of the feminists. They're everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber the men. It's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Even in America, women are the majority by a hair. They're building up their numbers. In the past, the building up of military has always been the clearest signs of imminent war.
Oh my god. You know, for a successful population, it is better that there are more women than men, because it safeguards the very biological foundations of our species. Now, there's a lot of problems in our world, and sexism is definitely one of them. but I don't think it's this crazy. Okay? That they're gonna rise up and just murder us all. I think he's overblowing it just a tad. Just a little tad. Alright?
Japan is just the first step. Our economy is badass, the country itself is small and isolated, yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value. The perfect target. They are so cunning, as expected of women.
Who hurt you? Like, seriously, who hurt you?
Soon, the day will come when...
Kenji's voice trails off ominously.
That is why you can't trust them. They will string you along and then kill you. Just as they killed me. You will end up just like me.
That's a scary-ass thought, isn't it? Oh, hell no. Thanks, Sal. I can't stop myself from blurting it out.
Hey, what the hell does that mean?
You said it, not me. It's the best I can think of. So, oops. I skipped that. Is there a way to bring up the log? No, I skipped it. Sorry.
Where was I?
Yeah, pretty much he was just probably saying, like, oh, you just don't understand.
Oh yeah, vast feminist conspiracy.
Stop it. Stop. I lost you. I lost your way. I lost you way back there somewhere. Somewhere around feminist infiltration.
Too hard to follow? It's cool. I have some graphs and stuff in my room. And puppets. You like puppets?
Oh, Jesus. No puppets.
You don't like puppets? Okay. Graphs are still cool though, right?
He speaks energetically, responding almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands in an animated way as he continues to rant on. This is too strange. I have been pegged as a relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong.
Something on your mind, dude?
Just thinking about what it's like to be the last sane man in an insane world. Kenji frowns, looking deeply upset.
You mean that's you? That's you? That can't be, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. That is my dream. You can't just steal a man's dream.
Well, he is right. You don't steal people's dreams.
What the hell? There can't be two last sane men. It would invalidate the whole last part, and that part is kind of important. There can only be one.
Highlander!
In like that foreign movie where there could only be one. And in the end, there only one dude left, because that was the point.
Yeah. Just like straight up boom, Highlander reference. I have never seen anyone talk so heatedly or defensively about absolutely nothing before.
Anyway, if you wait here, I can get my grass. I also have a list of other dark and complex conspiracies that this school holds, as tangled as... Quick, finish my analogy for me. Be a pal.
I'm gonna go to bed now. It's extremely late.
That doesn't sound like an analogy, but whatever. I like you. You seem like a cool dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the fast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial is a terrible thing. Later.
He claps me on the back and then vanishes into his room so quickly and quietly it's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walked right through it like a ghost. I don't know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give it up and I just go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Take care and stay frosty.